Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Two Critical Podcast, live from Terrificon in scenic Uncasville, Connecticut. Terrificon day one.
Hello there.
He went to get his drugs. Good night. We were right. There was a daddy situation going on.
Yeah.
Good job.
Go fuck yourself.
Language.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Meanwhile,
This is such a crock of shit.
The best thing that happens this entire time.
Johnny Chooch just walked by.
Breaking my heart.
We're so happy. It's Guy. That's Guy.
From the office.
Cut it out, I'm trying to work.
Go make an announcement. Tell them, hurry up, buy some shit.
Are you ready for a drink yet?
In an order that would surprise you.
Enough.
Always like to keep my audience riveted.
Mitch, how much do you make a year before taxes?
Asking for a friend.
When you get older, you'll understand.
But he doesn't have, like, the equipment. I told him, come
Equipment?
see
Equipment.
Here we go. Check 1-1.
you. Second session.
Episode 2. Here we go.
The Ocho.
Season 2. Episode 2 from Terrificon. So,
We've yet to find someone that we really want to get on. So
tell me about it.
we need something to talk about. We spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel.
You want to do the honors?
Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Inaugural wheel spin.
3, 2. Good one. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. What do we got?
We'll see.
What do we got? All right.
All right. Should any other Marvel Netflix series be brought onto Disney Plus? So obviously they brought the announcement that Daredevil is returning with an 18-episode season called Daredevil Born Again.
Well, first of all, hang all that shit. Here, cheers. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers. Season 2, official. It's underway.
The Ocho.
None of these people care.
No. What people? There's no one here.
Oh,
We're in
that
your
is-
basement.
That is tremendous.
So,
Okay, so the category is
should Marvel bring another series from Netflix back on Disney Plus? So they're bringing back Daredevil.
right, which completely deserves it.
Yep.
I love
Is
that
there-
guy. He's going to be great.
Charlie Cox is phenomenal.
18 episodes.
Is there another show worthy of bringing back that they should?
I liked Jessica Jones.
So Jessica Jones, Defenders, which obviously still
I liked
includes
Luke
him.
Cage.
Luke Cage and Iron Fist. So I think everyone would universally agree
Iron Fist was trash.
Iron Fist was the worst one.
Yes.
Now, I liked Iron Fist more in the Defenders than I did in the Iron Fist
An
movie.
ensemble. He's an ensemble guy.
Yeah, I mean, Scarlet Witch so far has been that, right? Like, I know there's people clamoring that she should have gotten her own movie. Well, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness was really a two-part movie. It was her and Doctor Strange. I mean, she was the co-lead. And she obviously got WandaVision, so she already got her own series. So
Now, see, I see that differently. I see that. I think they were smart because Multiverse of Madness was okay. I think Doctor Strange, they used that movie to say to Cumberbatch, they said, look, oh yeah, let's do another movie. And he's like, great, yeah, no problem. It's all about me. It's not.
right, they appeased him, and it's really a movie about Wanda.
He was like the maitre d' in that whole movie. I hate to keep doing restaurant references, but you understand them, right? It's like a universal thing. It's like, welcome to my restaurant. Everybody came in. Everyone got to play and stuff like that. But that whole movie was about her.
Sure.
And I wanted to see more of her.
What's going on there?
What do you mean? It's the Black Knight and the guy from Monty Python.
I was going to say, is it Monty Python?
Yeah.
She turned me into a newt.
I got better.
So I would say, for Netflix series, Daredevil was by far my favorite.
Yep.
After Daredevil, it was probably Jessica Jones,
Yep.
then Luke Cage, then Iron Fist.
Yep.
And if we're including Defenders, I would put that probably second.
Okay.
But that's mainly because it had Charlie Cox in it again. So I don't know that Jessica Jones needs to come back for another series. And the other thing that I worry about is I think every season Jessica Jones got a little bit worse than the previous.
Well, yeah, but
But Luke Cage is
don't
kinda
forget,
similar,
don't forget
too.
the period that
Yeah.
Jessica Jones came out in, because the second season was full on Me Too movement.
Yeah.
And they went all female director.
I
Look, I'm
know.
not. No one's accusing anybody of doing anything except for the guys that were Me Too'd.
Yeah.
And girls, 2022. But there was a huge shift in the whole way that the show was put together all the females
Yeah.
were villains. They were all supporting characters. They went to 50-50 cast. It was the same time the Punisher was coming out, and then they were doing the 50-50 cast, which, I don't know about you.
I didn't even list the Punisher when we were talking about the Netflix series.
I don't know.
I mean, I could see him coming back, but
Yeah,
being mixed in with like Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Again, he has been very outspoken
Yeah.
about the
John
fucking
Barenthal.
skull, right?
Yeah.
About not. But wait a minute. At the same time, Bernthal has his own fucking podcast. I watched it today. He's got an ex-Navy SEAL on the show, and the ex-Navy SEAL is walking him through the steps of violence. And he's sitting down with John Bernthal, and he's like, I developed a scale for violence, 0 to 10. And he's telling John Bernthal, by the way, thinks he's a fucking
Navy
badass.
SEAL?
Yeah, he does. And the guy has massive priors. He's got a lot of priors. He almost beat a couple guys to death over a pit bull. He's got a very sketchy past.
Okay.
Point I'm trying to make is you can't be that guy in real life and then say, I don't want to make the Punisher because he uses a scary skull and it's been possibly co-opted by some douchebags in real life.
So the only way I could see the Punisher returning is, like I said, maybe with a Winter Soldier, Captain America type scenario with U.S. Agent, something in there, because, I mean, again, he has no superpower. He's just a badass who's good at shooting guns. Whereas I think, like Luke Cage, there's some avenue, whether it's started in the Daredevil
Should
series.
I record on this camera? Stay there.
You're joking.
No, we're recording on the camera in the back. That's because the monitor wasn't on. We're fine. We got it in the back.
Yeah. We'll
It's
add
fine, folks. I got it in the back.
We'll add an animation of us from
Yeah,
the front.
you'll have to. God damn it. You'll have to stare at us from the back for a while.
It's okay. I mean, really, it wasn't a visual conversation anyways. It's okay. Hey, look, Eddie
Right.
from Stranger Things.
Yes. Well done.
Oh, my God. Here comes the homeless
here he
guy.
comes again. Can we help you, sir?
Do you have a guitar pick? Do you have a guitar? All right. All right. Just making sure, because I was going to give him one.
Fantastic.
Liz, your margarita is in the cooler so it doesn't melt. Your margarita is in the cooler.
Your
below the table.
margarita is in the cooler
So whenever you want it.
with Victor. Is this yours?
Is it really?
Did you hand paint this?
Huh?
It's heavy as hell.
All the better to beat her husband with.
An empty glass is a nightmare. Did he make these? Really?
That's great.
Don't tell Dave. He'll put her right out of business.
Dave will get on Pinterest so fast her head
He
will
can't
spin.
wait to get here. He's so excited to get here. Who? Oh. Really?
Where'd Fogler
Great.
go? We saw Fogler leave.
He went to get his drugs.
He was nicer this time.
You should have seen him.
Oh,
you should
look.
have seen him 40 years ago.
Father-daughter. That's cute.
Bring your daughter to work day.
Magneto.
Nothing.
Magneto.
He can't hear under the helmet.
Was it bring your daughter to work day? What's that? Oh, God. That's a lot to unpack.
Bye. Have fun. Good night.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we were right. There was a daddy situation going on.
Yeah.
My word.
What's the situation over here?
What's the sitch?
What are these guys up to?
Boy Scouts.
No, I was talking about them.
Who?
Those people. You people.
What people?
Wait. Can I say that?
The box head? You mean comic fans?
I don't know. Look, it's Haddock. the man, the Mitch, the legend over there.
Han Solo and
That's pretty
Carbonite.
good. That's pretty good.
Wonderfully done. Good job. He would love my warehouse.
Grogu. I like it.
Grogu moves
Oh,
a
look.
bunch of stones.
Daughter that didn't want to be here. That's a good costume.
She's pulling it off, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. Oh, hey. That's going to be the best thing that happens this entire time.
Johnny Chooch just walked by.
He fucking walks by.
Jimmy Bag of Donuts.
I mock him to
Look
his
at him.
face.
Look at him. Look at him walking. Look, what's this?
Hey,
What's this?
Whoa, hey, yo, I'm walking here.
I got my free
Hey.
root beer float.
Who the fuck drew this?
Who the fuck are these guys?
Look at this fucking guy.
There he is.
Go make an announcement. Tell him, hurry up, buy some shit.
Are you ready for a drink yet?
Mitch, how much do you make a year before taxes?
Asking for a friend. And what's he pulling down after taxes?
We didn't even know who he was, but he said he wants to record something for his podcast, but he doesn't have like the equipment. I told him, come
Equipment?
see
Equipment.
you. You need another Coke, water, bourbon? What do you need?
Well, you want?
come on, man.
Do you want a Coke? You want a Diet Coke and something special, Mitch?
Little something, something.
Dr. Nick's here. Dr. Nick's got what you need.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Come on, man.
That's from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
You know why they call him Dr. Nick?
No.
That was Elvis's private doctor.
Stop it.
Whenever Elvis would get sick, he'd say, "Oh, I say,
Why are you whispering? Elvis can't hear you.
Yeah, it's true. He's like, I'm
on,
sick, man. He's like, I'm sick, man. Somebody get Dr. Nick.
Yeah, give us a
That's why they
penicillin,
named
man.
him Dr. Nick in the Simpsons. Now you know.
That's
He was a
right.
drug dealer. He was a drug dealer on staff.
The more you know.
Anyway, all right, let's get back to it.
Eli, what do you think?
We can sit him down and get him on the couch.
Alvin, come here. So we spun the wheel. We needed a topic, so we spun the wheel. So the question is, here, come over here. Sit right here. So, are there any other Netflix series that Disney Plus should bring back and continue?
They already brought all 4 back.
No. Like they're making a new season of Daredevil. Punisher, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Defenders. Should they continue some of those? Or any of those?
I want to see more Iron Fist.
Done well, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Because it hasn't been great.
Hasn't been great. You know, we've gotten what we've got. We've got a little origin.
Maybe with Shang-Chi, somehow incorporate those two.
Is that possible?
I don't know. They both do karate.
Let's do it.
The other thing we said is I would like to see Punisher, but not in a Punisher series. I'd like to see him appear
It's an 11-hour
with
mix
Sam
in the video
and the new
companies
Captain
that-
America.
Well, I'm just
People have
worried
taken
now.
pictures in
You
front of
know,
that
we got
thing.
a badass Punisher through the Netflix
Yes, and
series.
we have a
and
camera that faces
he's
that
over there on
direction.
Disney now.
No, but I'm saying bring that maybe in the Captain America movie. Maybe it's on Disney Plus. So, like, U.S. Agent's going to be fighting him. Maybe he can jump in, or maybe he's a bad guy with U.S. Agent not realizing he's a bad guy.
Well, it's going to be awesome, but you know, there's not going to be any blood. There's not going to be any grit like there was in the Netflix series.
I don't know. I mean, Loki had some brutal deaths.
Yeah, I guess it did. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be as hard as John Bernthal, was in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, he's also saying that he wants to get rid of the skull and the logo and everything. And Tom was talking about he was listening to him on a podcast with Navy SEALs. Tommy,
Oh, hi. Yeah, what's up?
what were you
That's
saying?
my name.
Bernthal wants to get rid of the skull from Punisher?
Yeah, you know this.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't
You
want to.
fucking replace it with what?
It's a giant like so it
Care
looks
Bear?
like it looks like the skull of an animal, but it has giant devil horns. So because you know why because
So
the
it's
skull
still a
got
skull,
co-opted by the
just not human.
right wing groups, right? Not to mention the police and the military that they were using that as a, yeah. So we're just gonna say that the symbology of the skull, which clearly can only be fucking Marvel's, right? Is used by one particular bad group, so he doesn't want to have anything to do with the Punisher. Meanwhile, he was on Instagram yesterday on his podcast, and he had a Navy SEAL on, and the Navy SEAL was telling John Bernthal about his
Don't be such a pussy.
his 0 to 10 scale of violence that this guy created, and John Bernthal sitting there listening to him like, yeah, I get it. He wants to be a tough guy, but he doesn't want to play the tough guy. Does that make sense?
Do you want Punisher to go soft?
Apparently, it fucking sounds that way, little Nancy
Listen.
Barb.
So maybe it would work for Disney Plus then.
Listen.
Yeah, see, exactly what I'm
The
saying.
first season of the Punisher
Disney's newest princess.
was terrible. It was terrible.
Which one was?
The first season of the Punisher.
Last season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean,
The only
he was
season.
great in the Daredevil series. When he first came in
He
Daredevil,
was using
And I
20.
liked his grit in the first season. With
Guys,
him smashing rocks
He was
and
using
walls.
20 round magazines in his machine guns.
get a load of this fucking guy.
And when they had
he's
the-
back again.
And when they had the big shootouts in New York City, they were only using 9mm and 45 caliber machine guns, because at the time New York City wasn't letting in larger caliber. Sorry. Oh, thank
I know.
God.
Hey, we could also set him up on one of the chairs.
We're
too.
so happy. It's great to see you.
How many calories do you burn here?
How are you, Chris? Good to see you.
Chris?
Yeah, he's at Eli's party.
Alvin?
To the left.
Oh, there he is. What's up, brother?
There you are. That's where you are. You're there.
So what they don't realize is they're on camera right now.
This whole
I know.
shot is They're coming back. We're putting them in the White House, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
It's the Cape Juperdians you got to worry about. The Cape Juperdians are taking the jobs in healthcare.
You gotta get the mic over there. You gotta get a mic over there.
Mitch,
Just move yours near the red phone. And I'll put mine between us.
I should have mic'd the whole table.
I know. Just
Mitch,
we're gonna have to add subtitles.
Mitch, are you gonna get on mic and do the anal jokes, or are you just gonna do them from a distance?
Hand him the mic. Give it to him. Talking to the mic.
Are you gonna do anal jokes on mic, or
Yes.
do you want to? Do you want to set up and sit down?
He doesn't have time for that. Sorry.
Can you? All right. Can you pencil us in and come back at a time and sit down, and we'll set it up? Sure. Is it happening now? All right.
All right, here.
There we go. We're gonna change angles.
Chair here. Have two mics.
Is this like when Bob Hope would show up on the Johnny Carson show? Hello, Johnny.
Where's Tommy going? So what we were just discussing is Daredevil's coming back on Disney Plus.
That's correct. Yes.
Is there anything else that Netflix had that you think should get rebooted again or continued?
Punisher.
That's what we were just saying.
Yeah, Punisher. Power Man wasn't bad. Luke Cage. I thought that was okay. Iron Fist was god awful.
Yeah. I liked him better in The Defenders,
He
but
was
still.
a little. Yeah, but he's not the right character. No offense to the actor who I've had at Terrificon actually, and very nice man, Finn Jones, but he was miscast
Yeah.
as Danny.
So I said, do you think there's any chance they'd bring Punisher in with Captain America and Winter Soldier maybe in the next Captain America movie?
Yes.
He'd fit in there with US Agent, with all that,
I would love
right?
to see like a street level Captain America movie. I don't want to. I mean, as much as I like the big world destruction Hydra stuff, it's like I think I just heard that they said they're going to put Spider-Man and Daredevil back as like street level guys,
Which-
not fighting Galactus and.
What I like about Daredevil and Spider-Man together
Yeah.
is neither one of them have. I mean, Spider-Man obviously went to like the Endgame level, but now with the reset they did in Far From Home,
Oh yeah, it's right back where it
he
started.
he
Yeah.
can go back. And Daredevil, as much as he's been really good, his character never got to like an Avengers level thing, so he's still
No,
he
not
can
at all.
he can still do that, and it's not
Absolutely.
because like you couldn't bring Thor down to a street level now. It's not possible.
No.
There's no way to do that.
No, Thor's good being the space cosmic hippie stuff. Let that go on, even though it's getting a little
Well,
too much.
I like the multiverse saga so far. I still prefer the Infinity Saga. I'm curious to see where they go after
Honestly,
Secret
I-
Wars.
I think that whole it's the multiverse thing. I thought that was kind of a cop out, didn't you?
I'm not a.
It was very weak. I'm like, seriously? That's
I-
yeah.
I love Marvel. I've preferred Marvel to DC for a while now, just
Yeah.
in the films.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not love Thor: Love and Thunder. I liked it. I
It was
didn't love
okay.
it.
Yeah, I liked it. It was fun.
Multiverse of Madness was a letdown for me in terms of how good I hoped it was going to be.
I had better images in my mind. Yeah.
So,
I'll
I
give
mean,
you that.
The slate that they laid out recently with all the stuff they're going to be coming out with, I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Thunderbolts is cool, but it doesn't make up for the fact that Thor: Love and Thunder. I was really thinking that was going to be better than Ragnarok, and I mean Ragnarok, in my opinion, is significantly better.
Yeah.
At the end of Thor, when he gives all the kids the powers.
Yeah.
Like-
It kind of got like Thunderdome and.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like it kind of goes back to like if you could do that all along.
Why
like,
didn't you do that sooner?
against
Yeah.
Thanos? Why didn't
Yeah.
you give everyone in all the Wakandans Thor power?
Yeah.
You know?
And it would have been over in 5 minutes.
And granted, you could say like, well, back then he didn't know the length of his power, and that
Yeah,
Stormbreaker could. And I also
no.
thought the stuff with Stormbreaker being jealous of Mjolnir
Was funny, but
at
weird.
first.
Yeah. Then
it got way too far.
because now we're thinking that's a sentient thing.
Yeah.
The
So
rock,
now,
the
like,
hammer's alive.
it's Groot's arm, and then
Well, Donnie Cates just did that, where the hammer in the new comics, the Thor books, he gave it a personality. He said it was alive.
is there? See,
That's true. No, I don't read them too, but I know of it because I go in every week and I go, "What's going on?" They go, "Oh, Donnie Cates just made Thor's hammer like sentient." I'm like, "Wait."
So there's some things they did that I did like. So
Oh.
I liked how they explained John Foster getting the hammer.
Jane
I like-
Foster.
Yeah,
John
sorry.
Foster's her
yes,
brother. Yeah.
Jane Foster. I like that Thor spoke into Mjolnir at one point when she was asleep and said like,
protect her.
Yeah,
that was sweet. Yeah.
because I was kind of wondering how are they going to do that where it's like reasonable, where like Captain America couldn't lift the hammer forever, and now
Right.
Jane does
I
right
think
away.
actually he always could lift it, but he was just
He didn't believe in himself?
No, he didn't want to embarrass Thor.
Oh, okay.
Because it was been, not
I
proper.
I kind of like that argument,
I
too.
always did. Like, he was going to pick it up, and he's like, hey, man.
When did you
big
start
parties.
Terrificon? How long ago?
Terrificon officially debuted in 2015. I started doing comic book conventions in 2012, and that's that.
Did you see Tom's book?
Let's see, his what now?
His book?
Book Gazer? Yeah, man. Same thing.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Let me take a gander.
Well, it makes more sense now. Look at this guy. This guy's
like, what a bunch of losers.
That guy
man.
turned his head to the left for a split second,
Yeah,
and
it
his
just-
eyes went right to the title.
Exactly.
Right to the
Too
title.
critical. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I'm having a good time.
Well, you're doing it.
I'm doing it.
You
You're
said he's
doing
having
it.
a good time.
I am having a good time. I am doing a good time.
So how does the stress level compare from this year to last?
It's not that stressful unless there's something really bad happening that they're just not making me aware of.
So we
which
noticed
happens.
we noticed right away that there's it seems that there's a lot more structures in the middle of the floor than last year. Is that true?
Structures?
Yeah, it looks like there's more
Oh,
stuff.
there's definitely more tables. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There is, because last year we were more socially distant. We had just opened the place back up, so I had to take precautions and spread things. There's still some wide open areas.
I think the spacing is great. It looks great in here.
No, thank you very much, man. I did it all. I built it on the weekend. I came out here, a couple friends of mine, a couple of six packs, and we were all set.
Yeah.
This guy just got here now.
Oh, no, finish your tweet.
Squirrely D.
Squirrely D. What's going on there, Squirrely D? Hey, is that a character?
Yeah, from Letterkenny.
From what now?
God bless you. Amazing.
What does that mean?
There's a TV show called Letterkenny, and he's one of the characters.
Who's this guy supposed to be, man? Is that?
That's
Jim?
Guy. That's
Jim,
Guy.
Jim from The Office.
No.
Oh, that's
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Hi.
I thought it was Jim from The Office.
Holy Christ, that guy has a door-to-door Bible salesman face, doesn't he?
He does.
Good Lord.
I think he's on a couple milk cartons, baby.
That
All right.
guy's got Jehovah written all over him.
Tom, this is so much fun. You know why? Because honestly, you should have came to the bar last night because there was a girl that was dressed in the Marion Ravenwood white silk gown. I was
would
like,
have slapped her
Marion.
around. Hello, Marion. Did you walk up behind her and go, hello, Marion?
Yeah, and then she turned around and punched me in the face. You know what's so weird?
What?
I still have that spidey sense when I go to big events like this, when there's a lot of people around me, that I might indeed get just randomly punched in the face. Why is that? You would think somebody who brings so much joy and merriment to all these people here.
No.
But to Terrificon, I still get the
look,
somebody's going to try to take me out, man.
So the first podcast that we did today from here, we talked about
me.
Well, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's that crazy bitch.
What is that supposed to be?
It's from Resident Evil.
Oh, I don't watch that soap opera.
Oh, Silent Hill. Silent Hill.
Sure, baby.
Anyway,
so, your first podcast today.
We talked about some of the haters, right?
Yes.
And we said, why is it that there are some people that
hate Mitch?
Well, no, you're here to enjoy it and
here,
unplug.
I'm there.
Right?
I'm everywhere. Yeah.
And
you're here.
Why can't you just chill out and relax? Why do you got to leave the BS outside?
Jealousy is a vicious mistress.
It's a fickle bitch.
It's a fickle bitch. What happens is you see somebody that, again, and it's not like superiority, inferiority. No one's better than anybody in my book. Everyone's pretty much the same. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. That's the way it is. But some people see somebody else and go, okay, why? Why him? And they don't want to admit it, but sometimes you just have to look back and say, you're the reason why, because you just got to devote yourself. You got to dedicate yourself. You got to believe in it. You got to have a dream, and you got to work the dream and work the plan, and all that execute. And you, my friend Tom, and I always say this, you get it, and I like talking to you because I don't have to okay, Tom, here's what I want to do up here, and we're over here, but we got to get there, and it's going to take a bit to get up there. So you get the big picture shit.
There's also
a lot of people like, fuck, are you doing that?
And you and I have talked about this before, and I have said this in the past.
She drives me crazy, man. That Eli's a lucky man.
There are very few people that have the ability to put it all together, as opposed to just talking about it, right? And
I guess.
Yep. And
you drive me crazy, mama.
Look, I know.
Yes.
Look, I know you're a Connecticut guy, but I'm going to drop a New England patriotism on you. You ready?
Yeah.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That was a big patriotism
yes,
for
I
a
do
while,
remember that.
right?
A lot about their anus.
So,
yeah.
and look, it's one thing for people to see what you're doing and say, I don't like them because.
Yeah.
But if you're not even attempting to doing it, then I don't have any respect for you. It's one thing if you're trying to do it, but if you're not even trying to get your own thing off the ground, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of jealousy and hate.
This skid, they did not set up the rooms according to floor plans. No audio feed to the risers. They
Is this
said,
in the?
This is the panel rooms. Was that taken care of already? They said you were going to.
Oh, does this have something to do with them cutting the master power earlier? Okay.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, great.
The.
All right. Well, Mitch, it's great to see you, buddy. Go put out some fires.
Yes, I'm answering 2 things.
We'll circle back
All
for you in the next couple days.
I'll be here when I get a break. All right.
Love to Nana.
We sincerely hope you enjoy the program. Please check us out where all podcasts are sold and check out our YouTube channel as well. Thank you for listening and thank you for your support. If you don't like the show, go fuck yourself.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Ra-da-da-da-doo.